All right, Brooklyn. So take me back to before you started this program. Like, what was your pain like before we started working together? How long did you have it? How was it affecting your daily life as an athlete?
So pretty much I had dealt with like years of chronic knee pain, like ever since probably like middle school. And it went over to my back, and every day it was foam rolling, stretching, doing a million things just to get on the court. And I was just really tired of having to do all that every single day and having to avoid certain things like not jumping as hard, not sprinting as hard, not lifting as much. And I was just like sick and tired of just being in pain every day and being scared that it was going to get worse.
Yeah, for sure, man. So you mentioned foam rolling, stretching. What other stuff did you try?
I would go to the chiropractor, go to acupuncture. I would have the leg boots, cold plunge, ice baths, like everything you can imagine. Literally every physical treatment I was
Mm,
doing.
yeah, for sure. Just like me, man. You and my situation are very similar. Knee pain. So be honest. When you first heard about this approach, when you first talked to me, were you skeptical that it could really help you?
Yeah, definitely. Because I knew what I was feeling was definitely physical. So it was kind of new. So I was like really interested in it, but in the back of my mind I was like, if this doesn't work, it's just another thing I've done that hasn't worked.
For sure, man. So tell me about your pain now, or if it even is still there at all.
Yeah,
What's
I
the difference in your body now and before?
it's crazy because I used to have to warm up for like 30 minutes to an hour before I go out and play, and now I'll just literally just roll on the court, not even have to stretch, not have to foam roll, not to do any of that, and just like go out and feel athletic, no knee pain, able to cut. And I think a lot of it is just not having to live with that fear of like, oh, what if I plant and my knee gives out, or what if I feel pain? What if my back tightens up? Like I don't feel any of that anymore.
Awesome, man. Awesome. And then beyond the physical pain, like what's changed?
I think mentally I got a lot stronger with the things that we've done and worked on. Like the meditations helped me a lot, and the writing. So just a lot of the things that we've done have helped me just become a overall stronger person and not just an athlete.
Yeah, for sure. So let's go back. Imagine that you had said no to the invitation to work with me personally. Where do you honestly think that you would be right now in terms of performance, mindset, and even like overall enjoyment of life?
I think I'd definitely be living with that fear of, like even for me, it was like on days that were really bad, like walking up and down the stairs, like, oh, am I putting too much pressure on my knees? Am I doing something for my back? Like having to constantly stretch and worry. I feel like now I know my body's safe. I know my body's healthy. I know my body's strong. And I don't have to worry about any of that. So it's just like a relief. And I get to use the skills, you know, for every facet of life, not just for basketball and athletics. I know like when I'm older and, everyone thinks that age is what causes your pain.
Yeah,
Now, when I get older, I'll be able to use the things that I learned when I was a kid
for sure.
to, be healthy and move.
Sure. It's a mindset for life, no doubt. And then last question, Brooklyn. If someone is on the fence about whether this actually works, what would you personally say to them?
I would say give it a real shot. For me, I had done everything, so I had nothing to lose. But even if you haven't, like definitely try it out, definitely see how it goes, and really take it serious. For me, once I started taking it serious, like I felt it right away. I remember our first day
Yeah,
after our first call, I really tried all the things that you showed me, and it was almost instant, honestly.
yeah,
And I don't know if it'll be like that for every single person, but you'll definitely see results, and Serge will definitely help you out. Dude, I couldn't believe. So I got off the flight,
yeah,
like literally a few hours of sleep,
yeah.
dude. But like that mindset's so different now. We're like, it's crazy. So like I get off the flight and we're just like messing around before our workout starts. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm feeling bouncy today. I'm just gonna try to win the first time ever doing it, dude. Like that video doesn't do it justice. It was so clean the first time, and
Yeah.
then went through a whole workout. Like obviously, like you're tired, and then I did it again,
Yeah.
and I was like, dude, this is really like, dude, I'm feeling really good.